The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
All right.
All right. Here we are, buddy.
All right.
Todd Newman, back in the house. Wait.
Just clap for myself.
Good to see you, buddy.
How are you guys?
Oh, man. 2024. Just going strong so far. New year, new me.
I'm just like, I'm so over all of, I always kind of have been, but like this year in particular, I'm like, just get this shit over with and back to normal.
Did you particularly dislike 2023?
No, nothing
Okay.
like, nothing, you know.
It's all the same shit.
Yeah, it's
every
all,
year.
yeah, it's all one big lump of shit, if you ask me.
I think 2024 is going to be different, to be honest with you.
How so?
It won't be. It's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of like New Year's resolutions, and you know how I feel about that. Like,
It's so dumb. Start it now. Whatever the thing.
Yeah.
You just said something before we started.
Yeah.
You did something.
yeah, I quit vaping.
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah. And I just did it.
I asked you if you did it on the 1st.
I didn't.
I said no. You did it like what was it?
The 24th.
Which is Christmas Eve
Yeah.
to in America.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I just I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
What was it? Why? You look cool when you do it, which is what concerns me.
See, I disagree.
So do I.
I look cool when I smoke.
Yeah.
But when vaping's, first of all, it's a young man's game. It's a new generation thing. I should have no part in vaping.
I'm so stupid.
Why?
I'm so stupid.
Why? I mean, I know, but why? Why do you think you're stupid?
No, I don't. I know.
We'll give you our list of reasons.
I would love to
in a moment.
start doing a mental compilation because.
Okay.
So
I've
you
had one for years.
have a running checklist on your phone. Voice memos.
Scroll.
Dan's dumb again because you just before we started said you quit vaping, and I was like, oh man, he's not vaping, he's not smoking. That's fucking great. 5 minutes ago, I stood outside with you and
Yeah,
you
and I
had
had
a cigarette.
Yeah.
I until 30 seconds ago,
Right.
I thought you were done with both.
Right, but I also, after I had the cigarette, we came in here, did we not? And I said, yeah, I quit the vaping. I'm still smoking a little bit. Like, and you even said, oh, just good old smoking or whatever dumb comment you made.
I don't think I said good old smoking. Oh yeah, good old smoking.
My point being is that I'm trying to quit both, but I've always done it backwards. In other words, I started vaping to quit smoking, and I was successful at doing that for...
Which is so funny because we have no idea the damage that vaping is doing to people.
Right. But the thing that I know personally is when I was vaping and not smoking any cigarettes, my breath came back. Like I wasn't like wheezing at times, and you don't smell. It's like, you know, your clothes don't smell.
No, you kind of smell good. Like vape smells good.
Right, that's how they get you. But I was successful in quitting smoking a few times and just vaping. Like, okay, cigarettes are done. I don't. But you vape when you're vaping. You vape all day, all night. I had one in my bedroom, one in my car, one in my pocket, one in my office. Like, and you're just doing it. You see me on fucking and it's just, I don't even notice.
Right.
At least when I'm smoking, I know how many cigarettes I've had.
Right.
So I'm like, excuse me. So I'm trying to keep it at a minimum 5 or 6 a day until I'm going to Vegas this weekend. So I'm like, I'm not going to be successful if I go to Vegas this weekend.
Have you ever been to Vegas when you're not smoking?
Yes.
What's that like? That must be difficult.
It was difficult for me. And I've also been to Vegas after not smoking for a year and a half without vaping. This is before vaping was even invented, and started smoking again.
Vegas
So I'm like, let me just keep it to a minimum until I go away this weekend. And then when I come back, I'm going to really try to quit smoking.
okay. You went a long time, not that long ago, I felt like.
Yeah.
Did you go
A few years
a year,
ago,
right?
like
Did
a
you
year
or something?
Yeah.
That's a
about
long
year.
time. Mm-hmm. And then life pulls you back in.
Yeah, you just have, you know, with me, it's a drag and I'm done. I'm smoking again.
That's it. That's simple. That's
yeah.
simple. Wow. Well, I hope you can do it.
But the vaping was just like, all day, all night. I was like, I got to get rid of this first, actually.
You would do it in bed?
Yeah,
You
well, I
vape
would
in
have
bed?
it next to my bed and watching TV, roll over, take a hit of it.
Does your wife smoke or vape or anything?
She's like she's so fucking annoying.
Oh, she can just like do it for a
She'll
night.
smoke like once every 2 weeks.
Right.
Like
and be fine with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Not me. I'm an addict through and through.
Yeah. What's
It's all or nothing.
So when you're not smoking, what's your addiction now? Now that you're trying to get rid of both, what you have to have something.
Yeah.
What is it?
Dick sucking.
That's a tough one to quit.
Yeah. Right.
Ask Heartthrob. He knows. Look at that beard.
No,
that's not gray hair in his beard. Anything?
I don't know yet.
I gotta have something. Oreos, because you love them so much.
That's dangerous for me too, because like I'll fucking blow up, like I'll gain weight. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So I gotta be careful with that. It's got to be something. I don't know if there's anybody has any suggestions.
Were you ever a toothpick guy? I could see you being a toothpick guy.
I do. I have them in the car right now. That's how I've been stopping vaping.
Flavored or just regular? Cinnamon. I could see you being a good toothpick guy.
They're in the car. I was actually. It's so funny that you just brought that up. I stopped at the gas station to get that bottle of water, and I had it. I've been since Christmas Eve or whatever. I've been having the toothpicks in the car because I used to vape in the car constantly. So when I'm on a longer drive or I'm driving around all day, I just chew on a toothpick, and it works. It helps. And I had it in my mouth walking across the street when I parked the car over there, thinking, should I just go in toothpick guy?
Yeah.
And then I was like, and I went, and I just spit it out.
I like toothpick guy. I think toothpick Todd could be a good thing.
TPT?
Yes. Toothpick Todd, dude. Like Oliver.
Like Oliver, yeah.
Newman.
He always
Can we hear it?
Newman! He always has a toothpick in his mouth.
How's he doing?
He's good. I just talked to him the other day.
What's he been up to?
Tattooing, T-shirts, all kinds of adventures. You know him. He's always got his hand in like 50 things.
We're speaking of Oliver Peck from Ink Master fame. A friend of the show, a friend of ours.
Yeah. He's good.
Has he been in LA lately? Have you seen him at all?
I saw him a few months ago when he was here.
It'd be fun to get him in here sometime.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure. He's doing actually his own in Texas now.
He's a
His own.
podcast? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he told me to come out and be on it. I was like, yeah,
in his
for
warehouse situation? In his like
Sure. I don't know
his
where he
compound?
does it. I'm sure he does it there. I don't know where it is. But,
Is it out already?
I don't know.
Oh. That's fun.
But in fact, one of the reasons why he just reached out to me was say, come to fucking Texas and be on my thing.
Would you go out there?
Yeah, I would. Definitely.
He's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Oliver Peck podcast. I love that idea.
He's done them before, too, in the past.
Been on them or hosted
No,
his own?
he's hosted his own.
I did not
in
know
the
that.
past, Yeah.
Oh, good for him. I'm going to get right into something. You sent me a video, a link to an article the other day about an altercation in the city of Los Angeles. Can you set it up for us? And then I want to. We watched it, and then you and I started picking apart all kinds of details about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to do it again with you if that's all right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. What happened?
So basically, this is a clip on Hollywood Boulevard. I believe it's on New Year's Eve, but it's early. It's daylight still. And there's a group of children riding mini bikes.
Yeah.
And apparently they hit someone's car and the guy gets out. The guy is Ian Ziering from 90210 fame.
Can we pause for 1 second?
Yes.
Ian. Annoys me so much. It's Ian.
It is Ian, and I'll tell you,
Ian Ziering.
I don't have my wallet on me.
Bothers me.
You know my middle name is Ian.
Yeah, but you don't say Ian.
No.
Todd Ian.
No, because no one in the world does except for him.
Makes me so irritated.
In fact, I don't know if he would even remember this. Years ago, when I was working on Married with Children, I went on a press junket trip with Dave Faustino, who's been on the show before.
Bud Bundy, great guy. Yeah.
And the 90210 guys were there, and he was there. We were hanging out in a hotel room, a bunch of us, and we got into it about the name.
You did.
And he was like, it's my name. I know how to pronounce it. And I was like,
don't-
it's my name too,
I
actually.
don't know that you do. Yeah.
I was like, here's my license. My middle name is Ian. And that's how it's said. And it's I believe, a Welsh name, like a derivative of a Welsh name.
Okay.
You know, it's not Scott Ian.
No, it's not. Or Ian Mackay.
Yeah,
from
or
Fugazi.
Ian Mackay. Yeah, so
Sir Ian McKellen.
we got into a little Ian debate. You can Ian my dick.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Bitch.
so this video was the first thing I saw content-wise of 2024, and I sent it to you and said, Happy New Year. Like, it's 2024 is already looking up. Because basically, the video is showing that I guess one of these guys bumped into his car.
There's these things, it might be in all cities, but LA, there's a ton of these mini bikes.
They're in most major cities. I've heard other people and seen comments where
tiny motorcycles that adults ride, and they have helmets and all the gear.
Right.
But they're so annoying.
Yeah.
They're really high pitched, loud.
and
like,
they're usually in packs too.
Yes.
There's like 50 of them at a time.
Yes.
Well, one of them I believe bumped into his car, and he gets out and aggressively confronts whoever hit his car.
All right, let's watch it, then we'll break it down.
Okay.
Also, the headline you sent me.
Yeah,
said,
that
like,
was the headline's the funniest part.
90210 star Ian Ziering gets in street fight with bikers in Hollywood. Bikers.
Like assaulted or viciously attacked or
By
something
bikers.
like that.
But the term
Yeah.
bikers, these are not bike.
No, it's
Show Hell's Angels these guys and
Yeah.
see if they think they're bikers.
It's also children, because if you really look, there's also a girl in the mix, like wearing pink, who's
She ain't doing shit either, but she's getting into it.
She's getting into it. No, I disagree. I feel like she's actually
the aggressor.
the aggressor. But let's play it and then we'll break it down.
Let's do it on TMZ. There you go. He's pushing,
So he got out of the car and he's pushing right away.
and he's in a sweater, khakis, and loafers. By the way, ooh,
The guy in blue. See, the girl in the pink was trying to get it. Now that guy.
okay.
If that guy had, his intention was to trip him.
like a soccer
Like
trip.
a soccer trip. If that guy was successful in that trip, this is a whole different video.
So for people
Then
listening,
he runs like as far as he can for his like
he
that.
turns into the Flash.
Well, it's that moment of okay, fucking guy, I'm a tough guy. Da, 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 da,
They're gonna
and
back
then-
down probably.
Yeah, they're gonna back down, and then that moment of realization of I need to run for my life.
Also, I showed it to Heartthrob before the show started, so we could have a reference. He goes, "Why do you do that? There's so many guys.
Yeah.
Fight with so many dudes." But yeah, there's a lot of regret here.
Look at that moment where I gotta get the hell out of here.
But like the little loafer boots and the khakis,
boom, right there.
So describe the soccer trip, like what it is for people that are just listening.
Well, it's like you're running and someone's running and you time it perfectly. You slide and you just take their legs out
to
from under them. There's
sweep.
nothing that they can do. Yeah,
It's like a trip kick,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
And then this guy at the end here on the blue on the left here, he's trying to. Someone's helmet comes off, and he tries to pick it up and hold it by the mouthpiece to use it as a hammer. A hammer of vengeance. I wonder how far he ran away.
It seems like in my mind, he went like down the escalator into like the Hollywood subway system,
And he's still running to this day?
And he's still gone.
He just made it to Dana Point in Orange County. And
Here's my thing too: is just like, okay, there's all these kids. Like, what did you think was going to happen? That you were just going to one-on-one with this guy? Like, of course they're all going to try and swarm in on you.
And also, I don't want to assume, but I'm going to assume that these are Latinos. I think because one of the helmets comes off. I think they are, but also like Latinos also don't back down from shit.
Right. They're
You know?
like the toughest people in the world
Yeah.
as far as they're not giving up.
They don't say no to anybody.
Yeah. Now, granted, these guys are annoying and all that, but like, you know, we also looked up ages
Yes.
on people because to
Okay.
me, they're kids.
So Heartthrob didn't know who he was.
Right. Okay. That's what my
And
point
how old
was.
are you?
Is
33.
yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. So unless you're
at least
50,
40.
like me, like in your 50s, you're not going to know who he is.
Right.
Unless you're a huge Sharknado fan because he has a cameo in that.
True.
But none of these kids have even. If you said 90210 to these kids, they're like, "Oh, Beverly Hills." Like
Right.
they don't know the show.
It's just a zip code.
Yeah, just a zip code.
So the ages.
All right,
we talked
so-
about like. Yeah. Okay.
So like he's 59, so he's pushing 60. Like, dude, you're on Hollywood Boulevard on New Year's Eve. Why would you get out of your car? I mean, especially if it just got dinged. I get they're annoying, and I've been like held up by a pack
We
of
all want to run them down.
bicycles, mini bikes, whatever, and you're just like,
Yep.
oh fuck. But to get out, and you know me, I'm the first person who's like volatile with
Yes.
road shit. So if you bumped into your thing, like get out and look at it and fucking call your insurance company and go home and have a nice fucking New Year's. You know what I mean? But he came out swinging.
Did you see his windshield?
No.
So they caved in his windshield.
Before he got out of the car?
I can't tell because there's a video from a different angle,
Right.
And then it shows his windshield. It's like a helmet. I'm assuming it was after he ran away down
Right,
to
right, right,
Orange
right.
County. But there's a big. It's like someone smashed, or maybe that's how it started. Maybe someone fucked around
All
and
right,
hit his windshield.
if that's the case, then I retract and say, okay, get out and take the
Team
beating.
Ziering.
Yeah, and take the beating too. Like I would do that also.
This is why I'm into open carry. Just shoot
Right.
everybody.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, you know, I'm going for my permit, so.
Good. You're gonna get it too. Oh, it's such a good clip. But yeah, you're 59 years old. Do you think he has to maybe trying to impress
And here's the
somebody
other
in
thing:
the car?
what the fuck was he doing on Hollywood Boulevard on New Year's Eve at like 5 o'clock at night? Like
If you know anything about this city, and
Yeah.
he's obviously lived here for probably 40 something years,
at least,
maybe
yes,
50 years.
Yes.
North of you is a street called Franklin,
Right.
which it's great.
Yeah.
And then south of you is Sunset.
Right.
And on a holiday, actually any day of the year, Hollywood Boulevard
It's not-
is the last boulevard you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
be
yeah,
in
yeah.
because that's the tourist, that's the Walk
Right,
of
yeah.
Fame and all the shops and the trinkets. But I always go Franklin, dude. He wanted to be seen. Yeah. It's a great clip.
What if this whole thing is staged?
Oh man, for what reason? For
is-
Sharknado 5?
Yeah, this is his comeback.
They were shooting a scene for Sharknado when they end up getting scooped up in the thing. Good shit.
Yeah, so that just seeing that did give me hope for 2024. It was like the first thing I saw.
Heartthrob's never been in a fight before. Never been punched, never punched. You believe that?
All right.
Oh, fucking. What?
Domestic stuff, don't worry about it.
Why even just snooze it?
Yeah, I can't. It's my daughter. I gotta.
She'll be fine. What, she's 15, 14?
15.
She's good. Which makes
No,
her
I know,
an
but
adult 30, a man
I want
30.
to. Yeah, I want to react.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay. You want to air her out on the phone?
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's never been in a fight before. Never
Never
been punched,
in your
never
life?
punched.
Nope.
You want to?
Good one, guys.
A virgin.
And have you ever been in a scenario where you thought it might happen?
Not really.
You're lucky,
That
man.
one time, my girlfriend picked a fight with a bunch of dudes at a gym that went to the parking lot, but like,
It's always the
still
girlfriend that
didn't
gets you
think
involved.
And she said, "Stand behind me. I got this."
pretty much.
He said, "No, I just put product in my hair."
Yeah, that's
punched
that's
sucks.
impressive, actually.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Like not even in
I'm a-
grade school, like third grade. Some
Maybe like fourth grade.
do you have a brother?
No.
Ah,
Two,
okay.
two older sisters.
Okay, and then you never got into a fight with them.
No.
Did they treat you pretty good as a kid?
I mean, I got kicked a couple times.
Sure.
and shit thrown at me, but not
any
like fist
molestation.
Yeah, with their mouths or pussies.
fights. That's another episode.
Did your hot sisters ever rub their vages all over you?
Hey, that's a wrap.
Cool. Did they? For real question, did they ever like put makeup on you and do like the dress up with you?
I had like skirts and dresses when I was tiny.
Gay.
They definitely dressed me
Thank
up.
God he never
course.
got into
When
a
I was,
fight.
like,
Yeah, no
5.
shit. I know how to solve this. Good shit. Good shit. Todd, you had a full house for the holidays. How'd that go?
It was all right. My
You love your in-laws, though. You love your.
yeah, they're like
Extended family.
completely unimposing. They speak very broken English, so like it's a couple of words, and then
The barrier kind of helps with
the one
chit-chat.
thing that they do to me is they start talking to me in Korean, and I'll say to them, "You know, I don't understand Korean, right?" And they'll go, "Oh, you understand anyway." Like they just
keep going?
They just keep going.
Do you know any of it? Can you pick up
I can
loosely
use-
what they're talking about?
I can I can tell what's being talked about, like the subject matter of the conversation of what they're talking about. And I obviously know when they're talking about me.
Right. What was that?
That was an alarm.
Was it for the was it for the dog?
No, it wasn't for the
Shit,
dog.
I can't play it
actually.
yet. Okay.
It was not for the dog.
What the fuck? Oh, you're just talking about the in-laws.
Yeah. But they're fine. I'd rather have
How
my
long were they
in-laws
there?
than my actual family.
I understand that.
Yeah.
We just went home for 10 days, and usually there's some kind of, every time I go home, there's some sort of traumatic family event, or someone is an asshole, or something goes horribly wrong.
Right.
So I was kind of dreading going home for the holidays, and this one ended up being pretty good. Pretty solid. I was surprised. Usually I'm ready to come home in 3 days,
Yeah.
but this one I made it pretty good.
How long were you gone for?
10 days.
10 days is a long time.
Long. When you go to New York, how long do you usually go for? If you're just going to visit?
5.
Hours?
Yeah.
5 days.
Yeah, but I'll like do a family thing like one day.
This one was supposed to be. This one, we usually have a bunch of friend time, but this one was all family.
Right.
It was fine. You okay?
Yeah.
How's your back been?
It's actually hurting right now. That's why I'm
I feel like I saw the wiggle happening, the back wiggle.
It's all right.
I learned a lesson when I was home.
What's that?
For, I think probably 25 or 30 years, I have been wishing my Jewish friends occasionally happy Kwanzaa.
Not knowing that has nothing to do with Judaism.
So you know this? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think everybody knows that.
Not everyone.
Everybody knows that.
For the majority of my life, I thought Kwanzaa was a Jewish holiday. So I've been saying to like Jewish friends, like Happy Hanukkah, of course, Happy Kwanzaa. And now, after 30 years of doing that, I wonder, and I have to, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I have to like hit them up and say, like, do you think I was kidding, or do you think I was
I would
dumb?
just pass it off as kidding, just for your own fucking saving face.
So you knew it was an African American holiday?
Well,
how'd you know that?
First of all, because I'm half Jewish. So, and
Right.
second of all, Kwanzaa was not like a culturally known thing when I was a kid. It came into the consciousness of Western culture in the 90s, maybe? Like
That feels familiar.
yeah, it wasn't something that we learned when I was a kid in grade school when you learned about all holidays. It was something that
Oh, we got this now.
yeah. It was like, oh, well, this is, and I had black friends that were like, oh, we're celebrating this now too. This is our thing. Oh God. So
I can't believe
yeah, you actually, what you did was you culturally appropriated, but not for yourself.
on behalf of somebody else. And I swear to God,
You just move. You're like appropriation shuffling is what you're doing.
I have even had the thought before of like, man, like Hanukkah's 8 days and Kwanzaa, it's kind of selfish for all in 1 month. It's a lot. And that was like a private thought of mine.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Can't they just put it like in July or something?
And does Kwanzaa sound like Jewish to you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think so.
No.
It sounds black to you?
Yeah, it sounds African.
I guess it could be a little African.
Well, you guess it could be a little. It is 100% African.
I guess I see your point that it could be African now that I think about it. Dude, I'm like retroactively humiliated.
Yeah, I would be too.
And Donna, we were with my wife's family, like her aunts, her daughter, and like some cousins, and like it was like probably 10 of us in there. And I mentioned it in a room full of people that all knew otherwise, and they're like, "You're joking, right?" I'm like, "No, like what's the deal?" And they told me, and I was like, I was truly humiliated. And these are people that I'm comfortable with,
Right.
But I just started thinking about like my 30 years. I've probably said it to 20 different times, like Happy
and
Kwanzaa.
Everybody thought you were kidding because like
Or
no
an idiot.
No, but like it's so stupid that they didn't think you weren't kidding. That's how stupid it is. There's no way that anyone thought you were serious because it's that dumb.
I need to, on one of these shows, I had to call some of my Jewish friends and ask. I really had no idea. You swear you knew about it? You knew?
This is why standard. There's a little tip.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
I just anyone I fucking email, text, whatever. I just say happy holidays. That's it.
Smart.
Covers everything.
Smart. Fuck. Anyway. All right. Whatever.
And what have you been saying to your black friends?
Fuck off. No, I don't know.
You don't have any black friends.
Enjoy February. That's what you got. You got February.
Yeah, the whole
month.
The whole month thing is weird to me too.
Black History Month.
Well, just all like it's not just Black History because there's everybody has it now. Like at some point, why can't we just all be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? We're all the same.
Every
Like,
day is for everybody.
I don't get it.
Hopefully, we're getting there. I don't know. The world seems to be calming down. Everyone seems to be getting along pretty good. When you look at the Middle East,
World.
yeah. When you look at like Ukraine,
Maybe in this room,
everything's all right.
everything's all right.
If
in
we
this
keep it
room.
all in here, I think we'll be fine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm just dude. I don't even know if I should get into it, but like I've had to mute people and block certain people
Me too.
just because I can't not even because I agree with them or I don't agree with them. I just can't take the constant rhetoric. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, okay, man, you make some valid points. You make some valid points. These are crazy points. These are crazy. But I can't take it anymore. So I have to stop because I don't want to go on there and like start looking at shit for that. Like I can watch the news and I do, and I'm aware, but I just, even if the rhetoric is what I agree with, I can't take it anymore.
I think I may have lost a couple of friends recently, and it's more about. It is the incessant posting about
That's what I'm talking about.
the Israel Palestine thing.
Yeah.
It's all day, every day on a platform where this is not what this is for.
Right.
And also, like, you have other things to talk about. Like,
Right,
you're also trying to run a business with this particular
Right.
page. But I also completely disagree with the sentiment. So it's
Right.
a double whammy of like,
Yeah, there are ones I disagree with the sentiment also, but even the ones I agree with, I'm like, okay, but shut the fuck up about it. And who wants to hear from you? Who the fuck
That's
are
the
you?
thing, right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I want to,
none of our opinions matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
Like, especially
Like,
not
yeah.
100 times a day.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Like, if I want to follow Netanyahu or follow, whoever on this side or that side or whatever, I will. You know what I mean? But like, when, Bill from Beverly Hills is going to tell me like, and stop this and stop that, and
Just keep selling your
shut the
Rolexes, Bill.
fuck up. Yeah, just shut the fuck up, man. Like,
It's really something.
yeah.
Everyone has to chime in. Everyone has an opinion, and
So
I do too. But like, I'll drop an opinion
but
once
I'll-
every few weeks, and also I'm not going to sway
See,
anybody.
I won't even do that.
No,
I'll
you don't
drop
get
an
involved.
opinion to you.
No, yeah,
If we're talking about it to people I'm friendly with, if we get into the conversation, and even then,
yeah,
I'll be like, hey, I agree. Let's talk about something else. But I certainly won't online anymore. I just don't.
you never really have.
No,
you've
it's pretty much a rule of mine. Like,
It's so smart. I wish I'm guilty of it because there's
Yeah.
definitely times I get involved in shit.
Yeah,
Or like if a cause matters to me, I'll post a few times about it.
yeah,
But I shouldn't because no one gives a fuck what I think. But you're smart because what's the point? Why? Who cares if you like Trump or Biden
the
or
whole
Hillary
time
or
you've
whatever?
known me and social media's existence, I've posted a couple of things like for relief for people that I know personally,
Yeah, but it's never been a political
but
thing.
never
of
a political. I won't go there.
Yeah.
Like and I'm very strongly politically opinionated.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. If you want to have a real conversation about
Oh,
it.
I feel like I've tried, and you usually like, I don't care. Or maybe I've tried on the show, and you don't want to. That
Yeah,
could be
you've
it.
tried on the show.
Yep.
And I'm like, because it's not interesting to me.
And you know what? That's something that I learned through like years ago when like all the Trump shit was happening in the campaigns and everything. I want to talk about it a lot, and you're always like, dude, we don't need to. No one cares.
Yeah.
And you're totally right.
Yeah.
Because people would write in messages being like, we don't listen
Yeah.
to the show for that.
Yeah,
Just-
no one cares,
We just want to
and-
laugh, and
the
you're not
other-
gonna again, we're not going to
The
sway
other
anybody.
thing, even swaying or not, okay, so say you bring up some political thing or about the war in Ukraine or the war in the Middle East or whatever it is. And we have this passionate conversation about it, and we change some people's opinions, okay? What difference does that make to what's really going on in the middle? Like, it has no impact.
Right.
None.
Right.
Like, and if you change one mind, that's how you change the world. No, wrong. Like, we're not impacting anything that's going on
Yeah.
in the reality of what's going on.
Yeah, changing
All
civilian minds does nothing.
Does nothing.
If you can
Absolutely
get the
nothing.
attention of one politician who could, that's the only people that can change
Even
anything.
then.
Yeah.
Even then.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's just the system's not set up that way. So
probably
like
right,
I
yeah.
just, like I said, even with like people who I love in my life and we have talked about it, and I'll usually, if there's a conversation going on, I'm listening. Listen. I hear one thing that's an opening and I say A, B, C, D, E, F. And then I walk away because I can't.
Pick a spot.
The back and forth, I can't do it. And when people get passionate when they're talking to me about shit like that, it makes them look stupid to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you can't even calmly talk about it. You're like, but you don't understand. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Oh, I just figured it out. You're a fucking idiot.
It's that simple.
Like, you think that what you think matters. You know
Did
what I
you
mean?
see there's the and again, the sides don't matter, but the pro-Palestine protests by LAX, or where they were blocking the streets off and blocking off bridges and stuff in other cities? Do they not realize, like, what if you're pro-Palestine, right, and you're blocking my way to LAX? All that makes me wish is that all Palestinians die. It has the complete opposite effect.
Okay.
Like, you're making me angry.
Yeah,
That's not gonna make me want to listen to you.
Let's take it out of the Middle East, okay?
Sure.
When you put a fucking we junk used cars or we cleaning service on my car, that is a guaranteed way to never get my business and hope that your business fails and your family is destroyed financially. Yes. Like, it's the same. It's the same principle.
Yeah.
Like, inconveniencing people is not the way to change fucking minds.
It's so,
'Cause
you're
to
so
me,
right.
When you put a flyer on at my house or on my car or whatever,
If you're in Vegas, and you
you're
hand me something.
actually littering because
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it away. It's trash.
Yeah.
So you just put trash on my car.
Yeah.
Let me hand these
so
out. I'm
right.
going to drum up business. Like, no, dude, that's the wrong thing to do.
But it must work.
I don't think it does. I think people will find it or they won't. They're in need. They look it up online. Like,
But it's been happening for
where
hundreds
did you?
of years.
How did you hear about us? Well, you left a flyer on my car. I just don't buy it. I don't buy that it's ever happened once.
When you look at the on the phone post where it's like guitar lessons and with the phone number and you pull the tag,
That's different because they're putting it on there, and then it's my choice whether I walk up and pull a tab or not if I'm interested in that. Right.
right. So if I was putting like I'll guitar setups in every windshield, call Dan. No one's gonna call
so if
me.
you put a flyer on my car that says "Guitar Lessons by Dan," I would hope that you got cancer in your hands and they fell off.
Yep.
And you could never play the guitar again
That seems reasonable.
because you've put trash on my car.
A reasonable reaction you have there. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but it's the same. It doesn't matter whether it's political or not.
Right.
If you're inconveniencing me, it's not the way to win me over.
Right.
So stopping traffic or littering on my property, like whatever it is, it's just not the way to win me over anyway. And I think most people feel that way.
Yeah. I mean, basically what I'm trying to say is happy Kwanzaa to the Jewish side of you, most importantly. It's so true. I also wanted to I want to play another video for you. This was I don't know if you
Video of Ian Ziering getting into a fight with guys wearing big wheels.
check this out. So this is a court video from today, it's from today. A judge didn't.
Wait, what's that guy on the right?
It's the first time I noticed it.
Okay.
So this judge denied this man's probation. And this is his very calm reaction.
It seems like she's denying him sucking a dick.
It sure does. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's the guy on the right. So check this out. So she said no probation to this guy, and this is his reaction.
And he gets her too.
Oh, he gets her good.
Yeah.
And I hear him say something about bitch, I think. Hold on. Oh, maybe not. So he does a flying, like Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Yeah.
He gets a running start from like the bench, you know, where the defendant sits. Flying,
Yeah, it's
full
perfect.
flying
Like,
squirrel
that's good
leap.
form.
Oh yeah.
Like I like that guy.
And I don't know what he was there for, but I have a
Putting
strong
flyers on people's cars.
That's it. But I have a strong feeling that this did not help his case.
No.
The full just
yeah.
like
Is there a slow motion option? You can
I mean,
slow
dude,
these
I can
down,
do it.
right?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Here you go.
Yeah, let's
I'll do it for you. Here he goes. Oh, right there. When he's full flying squirrel. She tries to dodge it, and then she gets fucked. Oh,
incidentally, there's a very famous
how symbolic, by the way, of the flag coming down.
Yeah, that's our democracy.
There it is.
I'm surprised you know Jimmy Snuka.
Well, no, I mean, I was a wrestling fanatic. He was
He was a little early for you. That's
a
why
little
I say
bit,
that.
but he still was with Hogan and all those guys.
When he jumped off of the steel cage, it was like a famous clip. It's online at Madison Square Garden. It was the first time anyone had done that. I was at the Garden.
You were?
I still have the program.
You were at a steel cage match?
We used to go to fucking. My friend's father used to take us all the time to wrestling at the Garden. Hulk Hogan, Bob Backlund, like that whole.
I saw Hogan. I saw Randy Savage. I saw Brutus Beefcake. Junkyard
See, those
Dog,
guys are a little. Junkyard Dog, I've seen many times.
Jim
but
Duggan,
Jim Duggan, but like Brutus Beefcake and
Ultimate Warrior.
those guys are later.
Yeah, those
like
were-
I had stopped.
You were an adult already.
Yeah, I was
You were getting high
out
on
of
drugs and
wrestling.
fucking chicks.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah,
loved it.
when I was that age, it was Snuka
Right.
still.
And
Who
Ric
incidentally,
Flair
like,
and Sting.
have you ever seen that documentary where he?
Snuka?
Yeah, he was accused of murdering his girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
I
documentary.
think you got me to watch it before.
There's a series called Dark Side of the Ring. Oh. Have you ever watched that?
No.
Dude,
But
go back and start recording the past seasons already.
once, it's still airing now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my fucking God.
Dark Side of the Ring. Every week they have a different.
We're done here. I gotta get work. I got shit to do.
It's great. It's great.
You've seen Beyond the Mat, of course. Mm-hmm. There's a series of wrestling documentaries. The Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Mm-hmm,
So Jake the Snake was a big 80s, 90s wrestler.
Huge. Yeah.
And just the weirdest body for a
Yeah.
wrestler. It's like essentially like a plumber.
Yeah, he the everyman
Yeah.
guy. Like
just
he wasn't
loose
cut.
gut.
Yeah, yeah.
He's tall and skinny, mullet, mustache. But he became a meth crack addict.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a documentary where
His recovery and stuff. Yeah.
was it Razor Ramon or something, or Triple H, or
No, it
Diamond
was
Dallas Page?
Diamond Dallas Page. Yeah, he apparently has helped a bunch of wrestlers
Yeah.
get clean.
So once Diamond Dallas Page got out of wrestling, he got into like yoga and like mental health and,
Yeah, yeah.
and like resurrected Jake. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
story.
Yeah, it's great.
But
It's
Beyond
great.
the Mat is one of the best, maybe my favorite.
all these
wrestling talk.
even that fucking show
Dark Side of the Ring.
WWE Treasures or whatever it is.
I don't know
or-
what that is.
they go and they send out wrestlers to go find old memorabilia like Randy Savage's cape or Ric Flair's.
I'm a memorabilia guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, you have to go back and watch like tonight.
Dark Side of the Ring.
There's Dark Side of the Ring, but the other one is
Oh my God.
Treasures of the WWE or something like that.
God.
I'm old enough that it was not the WWE when I
WWF.
WWF. And
Yeah. I was already out when it changed, and I'm happy because I couldn't bear to see.
it was like the World Wildlife Foundation or
Yes.
something like that had the
Yep.
name and they sued them or
For
something.
me, it will always be WWF.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, so you were in like Ric Flair,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I used to watch when it was like on cable down south. And that was like the only wrestling you could see on TV.
Oh yeah, it was like local shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
When it was still territories.
was that when in the Andre the Giant documentary? Don't they break that down? How guys had different names in different parts of the country.
different territories.
So you'd be one guy in Alabama, and then Andre the Giant would be like Goliath Andre
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Seattle or something. Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah, those. I've seen him wrestle in Madison Square Garden. Andre the Giant.
You saw Andre. Never saw him. I was very proud. My uncle, who the one who got me into music, my uncle David, who I did a tribute show about. He died last year. He brought me to wrestling, and you remember Macho Man, of course, and Miss Elizabeth, his girlfriend.
Even that's a little past my time.
But
I remember them. Yeah.
Do you remember when there was a time when Macho Man hit Miss Elizabeth, like slapped her on TV?
No.
So that was very shocking when I was a kid. And then I think Hulk Hogan or someone like challenged Randy Savage, like, you know, you're going to hit a woman, like it's time to like pay the piper.
Right.
So I made a sign that
Who
said,
incidentally is my favorite wrestler of all time.
who?
Roddy Piper.
Oh, Rowdy Piper.
Yeah,
he's one of the
you
best.
said pay the piper, so.
Got you. So I made a sign that said, I was so proud of it. I said, I think he was going to fight Hulk Hogan. It said, "You beat the woman, now meet the man." It's a pretty good sign for a kid. And it had like the Macho Man glasses.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy
underneath.
Kwanzaa, you Jew. Oh, fucking A. I miss being into wrestling. Did you ever get into it?
Not really.
He's never even been in a fight.
This is too much for me.
I did
Care Bears.
just see.
No,
Have you seen the new wrestling movie? What's it? Zac Efron.
Oh, the Iron Claw.
No, I haven't seen it.
It looks
I don't even
so
know
good,
about it,
dude.
to be honest.
Fantastic.
You saw it the other day?
Fantastic.
It looks to me like an Oscar. It'll be Oscar talk. It's about the what's the family?
The Von Erichs.
Von Erichs,
Erichs.
yeah. There's one of those Dark Side of the Rings is about the Von Erichs. Like they do a different subject matter each show.
I'm going to play the trailer for you. You want to see the trailer for this movie?
Sure.
It looks so good. I wonder if we can play it on here. We'll see. I'll clip it out if I need to. It's Zac Efron, the kid from the guy from Shameless, and the chef or the bear or whatever it is.
Oh, the guy who looks like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
The Bear is great. I love that show.
Everyone says that. I didn't see it yet.
Pass down to us, the hands that will deliver the Iron Claw to you.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Right?
In, yeah.
I love your family, Kevin.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Just because Zac Efron's so cute, I'll watch anything he's in.
I think it's time that we like. He's always been like a pretty boy actor, and is he a singer too? Did he sing? Or was he just an actor?
I don't think so.
Yeah, not that I know of.
I think it's time just to acknowledge that he really is a pretty good actor. He's pretty damn good.
You know, I gotta honestly say, I don't know if I've seen anything he's ever been in.
You've seen Neighbors? Wait, is it called Neighbors? The one where the with Seth Rogen, where like they move into a house.
Oh,
like
he
a
lives
frat
next
house.
to the frat house. Okay, so yeah, I did see that.
I think Zac Efron's one of those.
I don't know that that's the name of that movie, but yeah, I saw that.
It's called Neighbors, but I think this looks like he's fantastic in this movie.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll definitely see that.
let's go see it. One of the
There's a
movies?
whole like resurgence of the WWE. Whoever's doing it, Vince McMahon, or I know Triple H, like runs the organization now.
I didn't know
Whoever's
that. I didn't know
coming,
that.
yeah, he's like the president of the company or something. Like he's married to Vince McMahon's daughter.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they've been for a while. So whoever's like making the marketing decisions over there is like, okay, wrestling had its day, and then it waned, and then there was all these scandals and da. But like pulling the curtain back and like showing all the shit behind the scenes and making all these new shows about it, it's fucking
Smart.
so smart, and it's so fun and interesting to watch. Like there was a few times I was watching a couple of episodes with people that weren't wrestling fans. They were like riveted watching, you know, this is fucking interesting.
I mean, it took me
When
a while
you
to
hear all the
realize
backstory shit, like
it's soap operas for dudes and for little kids.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it was real when you first started watching?
not really. I mean, I don't know that I ever bought that it was. My whole thing when I was a kid was just like, well, they're really slamming onto the thing,
Right,
you know,
right,
they're
right.
really doing something, but
Right.
I never bought that it was like,
That they were really fighting.
yeah.
Right.
Like I always kind of knew it was staged.
Oh, I believe it. I would get so into the storylines. You know, I love that shit. So when Ricky the Dragon Steamboat got his trachea crushed by whoever the fuck, I was like, no!
Yeah, there's a huge market for wrestling memorabilia, and some of the collectors that they go to find shit have like full houses full of like Ric Flair's robe and the one he wore in this match.
Well, I
and
saw that in that
da-da-da-da.
the documentary on Netflix.
Yeah. You should definitely check those out.
Do you know who
Really love-
CM Punk is? Do you know who he is?
Sounds familiar.
He's kind of one of the newest wrestlers who he retired because he aged out, but he's like one of the most recent, everyone's favorite wrestler. So they asked him once if he could have any prop from any movie ever, what would it be? And he said, I want the door from the truck in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's it right there.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Sell it to him.
If he comes to me and offers $1 million or whatever, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
But of all the things to say, though, I couldn't believe that
Yeah.
that's what he said. I'm like, I have that.
You own that.
I have that. So CM Punk, hit me up, dude. We'll talk.
There's what was I gonna say?
Memorabilia.
Oh, one of the episodes of the memorabilia show is they try and find Andy Kaufman's neck brace.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I won't tell you if they find it or not.
Oh shit.
But that's a piece of memorabilia I would want.
I was about to ask you if you could have any piece of wrestling memorabilia,
It would
what
be
would
that.
it be?
It would be that. Andy Kaufman's neck brace. 100%.
That's a good one.
Or like even his whole outfit of just like thermals and like
Yeah.
blue shorts.
Is this a thermal and like was it blue or black?
Blue
Like,
shorts.
yeah.
Yeah. Like with legs underneath, like thermal
right.
legs underneath. Yeah.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
What would I want, man? I mean, anything Hulk Hogan, Hulk's boots or his
Yeah.
little man panties.
Even Hulk Hogan, like I was kind of aging out when the whole Hulkamania thing was happening. Like we
you're an
went,
adult.
we saw. Well,
I was 9 years old.
I was in like high school or whatever, or junior high school. So I
that
was
would be
already.
a time. Yeah.
I was already, but I was already moving past that.
Right.
But I was in a pizza place one time in Brentwood, just having a slice of pizza. This dude walks in, and I hadn't watched wrestling in years, so I had no idea who was who. This dude walked in. This guy's fucking head was like this big. He had long hair, and he just came. He was grunting like, and he ordered a couple of slices of pizza, and he just started eating them like, and it's just me and him in there.
That's
and
right.
the guy
Okay.
who
Yeah.
works there, and he's like sitting across from me, and like I felt like I was this big compared to him.
Yeah.
He was massive, and I'm like, this guy must be a football player or something. Like he's something, right?
This guy's not a lawyer.
Yeah, but like he's something, and he's good at it. Whatever his profession is, and he's eating like, and he
Like
was
an animal.
Yeah, like an animal, and he was looking at me, not like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, but just, and I was like, "Man, this guy's fuck." Like
Intimidated.
I'm intimidated.
And you don't get that way very much.
no.
Yeah.
Even dudes that I know would fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Being in the presence of this guy was like, holy shit, this is like a superhuman being.
A specimen.
Neck like this, fucking his head was so big, his forehead.
I remember. Okay.
And then a bunch of school kids walk by, like 10 of them. And they all walk by, and it was like, and they come back and they run back in. And they start screaming, Triple H, Triple H. It was Triple H, the wrestler. And I was like totally out of tie. I hadn't watched wrestling in fucking 20-something years. So I had no idea who he was. And he was so cool to every one of those kids, signed all their things.
Love that.
Then the guy he didn't know who he was either. He's like, hey, Triple H, will you sign he fucking on the ceiling. Triple H, yeah. And then he just finished his pizza and he was like,
Good shit.
and I was like, that was a fucking weird, cool experience.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also just appreciate that he took care of the kids.
Yeah, he was totally cool to all
Love
the
that.
kids.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine that when you're like that little, like
Yeah,
meeting
yeah.
like a like if I met Hulk Hogan when I was 8,
Yeah.
it's like meeting an astronaut or something. Just so fucking
Yeah,
cool. Actually,
crazy.
I met Buzz Aldrin, so that was like meeting someone. You walked on the moon. I also loved.
Did he? Did he really?
We must know people that don't think that's real. Do you
Well,
know
he's the one who says it.
Buzz Aldrin? No.
No, Neil. It was Neil, not
No,
Neil
no, no.
Armstrong. Buzz Aldrin. Yeah.
No.
Look it up. Look up Buzz Aldrin admits
Okay.
moon landing is fake or whatever. There's ones where he says, "Did I?" and like he plays along with it.
Okay. But he also said he's fucking saw aliens. Admits. Okay, let's see here. Buzz Aldrin admits to history's greatest prank. Oh, Buzz Aldrin reveals existence of monolith on Mars. Okay.
That's the one.
Right here?
No. The red with the red.
This right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Well, this is an hour long, so I think we can watch that.
Well,
Okay, well-
click on it and then see if a smaller clip comes out of it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like when you click on it and then it gives you other suggested clips.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's the interview where he says, he's like, oh, well, we didn't land. Like he goes into a whole thing where it's like he admits that it's all bullshit.
You ever see when he punched the guy? Actually, because some guy came up to him and said, like, you didn't land on the moon or something. And Buzz Aldrin punches him right in the mouth. It's a reporter.
And he's like, shh, you're going to let out the
Don't
secret.
tell anybody, asshole. Well, let's see. Maybe it's on Conan here.
You've seen the whole
know.
Kubrick documentary where apparently he was the one.
Well, that
who
was
filmed
talked
it
about
all.
forever, but
Yeah. Well, this is a great documentary, whether it's true or not.
was that something happened on the way to the moon or something? Or was that a
I can't
different
remember if that's it or not.
thing? So what do you believe? Do you believe that we landed and then Kubrick also just like they couldn't get the right footage so that he filmed some shit?
Well, what the conspiracy says is that he was on board from the get-go. Like, we're not even going. Like, you know what I mean? And he did it with all the reverse projections because of the stuff that he had already priorly filmed.
For 2001.
Yeah, well, and
'cause it
even
was-
before that, even films before that.
Oh,
Where
yeah, because
they
the
were
moon landing came out before 2001, didn't it?
yeah. And so there, is it room 237? I know that's the Shining one.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they touch on the moon stuff in
I don't
that.
remember either.
Well, but
Well, there's moon imagery, like on Danny's sweater in the movie. Is NASA.
what that is in room 237 is they're trying to make the point that Kubrick is trying to let people who are in the know
Right.
know. I shot all that shit. It's all fake. Then there's another conspiracy with him saying that we went, but we couldn't film and show it to the public and to our competitors, being Russia and stuff like that. So they had him film stuff that was going to be shown to the public so that they couldn't figure out how we were getting there.
Got you. So they were going to play the pre-recorded stuff live when
Right.
they were on the moon, but you're not actually getting a feed from the moon.
Right. And then I don't know what I believe. I don't know. It's weird because like you go, you never go back. There's nothing really, there's a lot. It takes a lot to sell me on a conspiracy theory, even though I love them.
Yep.
I love conspiracy theories, but I'm also like, oh, it's so awesome that you thought of that, but it's totally not true.
Right.
You know?
Well, one of the theories, one of the fun ones for me, is that humans were warned off the moon by something out there being like, this is not for you. Like, you're not welcome here.
Yeah,
This is not
that's
yours.
a good one too.
Yep.
There's also a movie called Capricorn 1. Have you ever seen that
No.
movie? Sam Waterston, Elliot Gould, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, shit.
Sam Waterston, O.J. Simpson,
Sam Waterston's from Law and Order?
Law and Order, yeah. And O.J. Simpson, and I can't believe I'm blanking on who the third guy is. It's Barbara Streisand's husband. What's his name's father?
Not Josh Brolin?
James Brolin.
James Brolin.
So James Brolin is like the Buzz Aldrin. He's like the lead astronaut, and OJ and Sam are his
Crew?
team,
Okay.
his crew, and they are set to go to Mars. But something happens.
Something always happens.
I don't want to ruin it for you if you've never seen the movie. Something happens, and it's very conspiracy driven.
Okay.
And it's like a cheesy old early 80s movie. And I used to, whenever it was on like cable, like when I was young, when cable was new, I was hooked to the TV. Like, I think you would love this movie.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Like, I would watch it tonight if I were you.
Okay. Capricorn 1.
Capricorn 1.
Do you know where it's streaming? I'll find it. Before we go,
Did you see the new Chappelle?
no, not yet. We were talking about it earlier. I want to watch it because I'm sure you've seen it already.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen it twice.
Great.
Yes. It's not his best one, but I think
Which
it's...
doesn't say much because
Right.
his shitty one is better than most people's
Yeah,
best.
exactly. But it's not his best one entertainment wise, but I think it's his best one in the sense that he has transcended having to be like the best show. It's almost like he's like a philosopher at this point.
Well, yeah, that's,
You know
we've
what
said
I mean?
that for
Yeah.
years. Yep.
He's transcended his stand-up comedian. He's not a stand-up comic anymore to me anyway.
He's kind of our new Carlin, as we've always said.
Yeah, but even
More so.
past
Yep.
that.
Yep.
But this was more, I know nothing he does is just going to be off the cuff, but it seems like that.
That's his genius.
Yeah. And I saw him live at the Hollywood Bowl, the show right before he got like attacked. And he goes into that a lot. And he also goes into this whole story at the end where he says, I'm going to close the show with a long story. And that was the thing he did live. So I got to see that already. So I knew
cool.
what was coming.
Okay.
But yeah, it's so worth seeing though.
Have you seen the new Gervais?
Yes.
How's that?
I loved it
He's
too.
one of my favorite stand-up
Yeah,
guys.
he's amazing.
Okay.
It's fucking, he doesn't give a fuck.
Well, that's funny you say that because that's something I want to play for you right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know when this comes out. They're supposed to be releasing. Do you care at all about this Epstein flight log list?
I don't give a shit.
Do you know about it?
Yeah, I know about it.
Are you on the list?
I've already
Okay, no,
seen
no.
so many versions of who's supposed to be on that
Right.
list anyway,
Right.
so I'm not going to be shocked.
Yeah. We have you and I have a mutual friend who has some knowledge of who is come and gone on that island before.
Right.
And he's like, well, he gave me a handful of names. Like these are short. And these are like political people.
Yeah.
Where like,
Clinton,
Clinton's
this,
on
that,
there.
yeah,
like
yeah.
Trump people are saying Clinton's on there. And
Yeah.
then the right saying, no, Trump's there. Guess what, guys? They're both
there.
on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So that list is supposed to be revealed recently.
Yeah.
So that got me just like, I don't care about that story, but I'm intrigued just to see. But also, flying on the plane
Unless
doesn't
Ian
mean
Ziering's
anything.
on the list, I don't want to know about it.
He wouldn't be on there. Picking fights with bikers on there.
Epstein Zion.
There you go. Epstein's Ian. But it reminded me of this Gervais bit from the Golden Globes. Ricky Gervais has
Yeah,
he
I
hosted
know
the
this
Golden Globes, this whole
well.
bit.
Yeah.
I want to play this bit and just a reminder of how fucking awesome Ricky Gervais is. So this is after Epstein died and talk of the list, but this is him addressing the crowd at the Golden Globes. Oh, wait. Here we go.
In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world, people from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look,
Not into
talking
it.
of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up.
He's so not happy.
I don't care. I don't care. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way. So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and off, okay?
Just the best.
Yeah.
He's just the best.
He is. He's amazing.
And the faces in the audience are so great. Anyway, we love Gervais. We love Chappelle. I mean, we're about done here. Anything else in closing?
Nope.
Great, man. Happy Kwanzaa to you and your family. Happy Kwanzaa, Heartthrob. Yeah. Are you around next week? Are you going to join us next week?
I don't know yet.
It's always a treat. We never know where Todd's going to be.
I like to keep it like
Keep them guessing.
Epstein's list.
Oh, good.
You don't really know.
You never know.
You never know.
Well, thank you, Todd, for being here.
Thank you
We
for
miss
having
Heidi.
me.
Heidi is still in Wisconsin. She was supposed to be back already, and then she got COVID out there.
I don't know why it's funny to me.
I don't either. I don't know. But luckily, she's you. Was that you or me?
That was you.
That was you.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Was it you? That was
It
you.
was you.
Nah, hell
No,
no.
I'm telling you, it was. I would say,
No.
yo, my stomach.
No,
like,
you're
that was you.
You're the one turning red, dude. That was you. You're so embarrassed at what you just
That
did.
was your stomach. I
Nah.
heard it come from
I'm
right there.
I'm fully fed. That's all you.
That's why it's all digesting.
No, it happens when you're hungry. But Heidi, unlike you and I, she loves being around her family as much as she possibly can.
Ugh.
I wish I was like that. I don't have it. So her
That's
getting
my-
sick,
Yeah.
it worked out for her. What?
My wife is like that too. Like
She is?
loves her family, and I'm like,
I love my family, but give me a few days.
I don't
and
even
I'm-
know if I can go that far. That's a strong word.
Love?
Love.
That's an okay one to throw around with your family, though.
I love like two people.
Oh, wow. I mean, obviously your kids and your wife, but as far as like,
I
that's
have
it.
2 kids.
Right. Fair. All right. Well, all right. Good to see you guys.
All right.
We're done here.
Yes.
See you next week. Peace.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.